What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back with another video, and you guys know the title, you guys know the score. The Toronto Maple Leafs lost 7-3 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, before I say anything else, I don't think that I'm going to be breaking down every single goal in this game. I'll say a couple quick things, but I have more of a general consensus on this game. So, like I said, 7-3, the Toronto Maple Leafs have now lost 3 straight games. Not a great start to the season for the Toronto Maple Leafs, if you ask me. Just looking at the goalie stats, of course, Vasilevsky, 25 saves on 28 shots against. Freddie Anderson made 21 saves on 28 shots against. Hutchinson was a perfect 5 for 5 coming in for relief. Now, just quickly summarizing over the goals. Point scored the first goal coming back, his first game of the season, or his first goal of the season. Steven Stamkos and Kucherov assisted on that one. They had that, those three guys had a huge night. I think there was like 12 or 11 points between all of them. Andreas Johnsson responded really quick on the power play from Matthews and Marner. Then Tavares scored, finally getting on the board. That was right after as well, assisted by Justin Hall and Kasperi Kapanen. Then Kucherov scored his second on the power play, assisted by Hedman and Cirelli. Then Kevin Shattenkirk scored, assisted by Tyler Johnson. Then Austin Matthews scored his 6th of the season. That guy is just starting off like hot as hell. You guys know he's playing so good, assisted by Muzzin and Nylander. Nylander with 5 points in 5 games. Stamkos scored his 3rd of the season on the power play, assisted by Cirelli and Point. And then Braden Point scored his 2nd of the game, assisted by Kucherov and Stamkos. Then in the 3rd period, Palat scored his 2nd, assisted from Cirelli and Sergachev. And Nikita Kucherov scored his 3rd of the season, assisted by Stamkos. So like I said, a big night for Kucherov, Stamkos, and Point. Those were the 3 stars of the game. But Freddie Anderson, again, not a great game for him. Morgan Rielly, not a great game for him either. Morgan Rielly's had a rough start to the year, defensively especially. Mitch Marner, not a great game from him again, kind of just wasn't there. He just wasn't playing very good. Kasperi Kapanen, he's just not working with those guys. And I don't know what the solution's going to be, how they're going to move around the lines, but Kapanen, Marner, and Tavares, Tavares finally got one today on the power play there, but or it wasn't on the power play, but it was a nice deflection. That line's just not working early on. It's clear as day. They're just not working, and they'll find it, but they haven't been playing good. But back to Freddie Anderson, he had some good moments, and he has had some good moments, but there's been some goals that I'm sure he'd really like to get back. And in this game, the team kind of let him out to dry, or hung him out to dry, and there were some that he could have had, some that he definitely couldn't have. Like there was a couple deflections, like the one off Kapanen. The Matthews line, again, was the best line on the ice. I thought the Mikheyev, Kerfoot, and Moore line was good, but Matthews scored again. Nylander got another point. Johnsson scored. Like they're still doing stuff. Like they looked good. Like Nylander had a couple good rushes. Matthews always has a couple really good opportunities. Johnsson was moving tonight. Rasmus Sandin had some giveaways. Like the whole team at one point looked good, and then they kind of fell off. When they were up 2-1, like they were pressuring, it was back and forth, it was fun. Even when it was 3-3, it's like, okay, these are 2 good teams battling it out. It's bound to happen where they're going to score a bunch. It's going to be a goal battle tonight. Well, after the 3rd Leaf goal, it was just all Tampa. I mean, they pressured the Leafs the whole game, and what are you supposed to do at that point? Tampa's one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team in the league by the end of this year. How are you supposed to sit here and say, well, the Leafs had to be better. They should have won this. It's the Tampa Bay Lightning. You've got to have a better effort, but, Tampa winning is not a huge surprise. The Leafs have to come out and make sure that they're not playing a terrible defensive game against good teams. Tonight, Cody Ceci, again, not very good defensively. The whole blue line really didn't have a great night. I don't know what else to say. This is one of those games where there's just not much to say. They just didn't play well. You got to rebound. They play on Saturday night. I can't remember who they're even playing. The Detroit Red Wings, who haven't had a bad start to their year. I think they might have won their game tonight too. Let me just quickly check here. The Detroit Red Wings won again. Like I believe they might even have more points than the Leafs right now in the Atlantic Division. So listen, there's no easy games. You got to win these games. You got to come out firing, and I believe it's in Detroit, so you better win that game. You got to play better. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. I'd love to have more hockey conversations with you. The Leafs lose 7-3 to Tampa. Move on to the game in Detroit. Peace.